Hi friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a small a small strategy, for today's topic. And if you see on the chart, it's a very basic, organization chart. Some of them also call it as a team chart, and we also see most of this the chart, team chart in study plans and in documents, in most of the documents and in SOPs everywhere. This is what they train. Okay, they say that the team member and who is reporting to whom and who is the main functional leads, like operational leads, or who is the design team, who is vendor manager, and who is the regulatory team, etc., etc. The project, it could be a CEO, or it could be a project manager, or it could be a line manager, and who is reporting to him. And this is just an example. And again, to those small functions, and who is the team who is reporting to them. So what I see in my experience here, when I talk to the team, either I could be here somewhere, here, or here, so or here somewhere, so what I see during the team meetings, people only follow what was available in the training. Okay, they see that they have to only communicate. If you take the fourth box here, just an example, and he's a vendor manager, for example. He's a vendor manager, and what he does, he talks to all the vendors and report to the project manager. That is what he was trained, and also it is in the plan, in the study plans, in the project plans. Every team, every project has a plan. And one more example, if you see that there is a person who looks after the regulatory, and the regulatory lead, and he talks to his team, backend teams, and he reports directly to the project manager or to the line manager. Okay, so this is very common. The ones in the green lines, and the ones the boxes with the blue ones. Okay, what I have seen, the more the team has to have more collaboration, to have the team build and to understand the core, the basics of all the aspects. It's not only the team that they have to communicate with their backend teams and with their teams what was in the SOP, in the train. Out of the box, they have to think out of the box, like the red ones, the ones I have drawn, red ones. They have to also communicate with the other team members. Now whenever I ask a vendor manager, if there is any risk, did you communicate to the other team members? Either he says no, or he says that that is not his responsibility. And if I talk to the regulatory team, okay, if you find any issue, or if you think there is a risk in coming months, if I say to them, then they will communicate. Otherwise, they don't do it proactively. So the team, what happens? It is not what was trained. They have to not only follow what was trained, what is explained in the plan. They have to also have a cross communications. Whenever it's required, they have to communicate very closely with other team members. Other team members, they can cross wherever is necessary. These are the red lines. Then you will have more collaborative, mindset. What happens, when I talk to the team, some are very flexible. They say, okay, I'll communicate to the other. Okay. Some teams are very flexible. They say, okay, I will communicate to other team members and I'll pass on the information. But some, they push back. They say, no, it is not my duty that I have to communicate. It is your duty. It's a project manager duty that has to be communicated to all the team members. And there's a pushback. So when I tried to find out the root cause, why some teams they push back, because it is there in the documentation, it is there in the plan, it is how they trained, to only follow the flow of the teams. They need to work. So this need to be, then I had to explain to that the team who is who is not interested to communicate with others team members, and who is who always push back. Then I had to counsel them, explain them how it helps, and then they started slowly working with other team members, communicating with other team members. Then it also check when you attend any meetings, or when there is a risk issues that they are discussing in the team meetings, or when you're talking to your colleague, please check whether he is communicating, how the collaboration is. And also you need to see even each function has to see that how their backend teams are working, like they have proper working hours, they have proper FT assignments, and whether they are aligned with the systems or not. Because sometimes some team members, they work on the systems, but the system most of them are not very familiar with the systems, and with the process. So each function has to understand the backend teams, and the team members are familiar with the systems, whether there is any gap between the operations team and design teams. They need to check. There are multiple other things, so that we can cover in the next video or in the next topic. For now, so please concentrate on all the all the red ones. Check whether your team members are communicating with other team members. And also there is one small box here. So check who is getting isolated, and whether they are communicating their problems, their issues to the team members, and whether they are passing the information to others, whether this isolated team members has any time left for them to support the main team members. So you can also check which which teams are getting isolated, and have a clear communication with them. Okay. Anyway, about these isolated team members, I'll talk in the next one. I don't want to prolong this one, so we will end this video and see you in the next one. All the best.